Hey everybody, Huz here. So, we got some bad news with bad business. Sarudef Ethan recently made this post on the Roblox developer forum, and I'm gonna go through it and explain it the best I can. And I'll tell you guys on how you can help save the game. So, introduction. I run a team of 4 full-time developers and a rotating team of part-time contractors called Rudef Media. We've been responsible for many projects throughout the years, but the project that our team has depended on for the last 4 years has been Bad Business. This is a FPS game that has 309 million visits, been featured in platform-wide events, the Egg Hunt 2021 and Ready Player 2, and was initially funded by Roblox and part of the Accelerator program. Starting sometime in mid-late April and early May, Bad Business has seen a sharp decline in new players, seemingly coming from us not appearing on people's homepages anywhere near as frequently. Our average new users has halved between April and May, while average new users from the homepage in particular have plummeted, looking to be just a quarter in May than what we had in April. Based on our stats, I don't believe we deserve this sort of punishment. We suffered a very slight dip in day 1 retention in early May due to an unbalanced update. Game dev is hard, which is true. Being a game developer is very difficult when you have thousands of people screaming suggestions at you 24/7, people not being happy on the smallest things you change. So it's really finding that balance, and that's really hard to do, and in some cases impossible. But these trends were already occurring, and it was nothing too out of the ordinary for the game. Aside from that statistic, everything else looks normal. It's best to just show you below, and this is where Root of Ethan lists a whole bunch of statistics. Alright, the first image here is the new user home page acquisition stats. As is the case with all the acquisition stats, I exported a period of March 1 to June the 6th and graphed the data. The blue line is our daily stats, whereas the red dots are the monthly averages. With this, I included the trend line for our averages as well. So I really want to shift a lot of focus towards May. You can see they have a sharp decline where they're not even reaching their monthly averages for new players, which is the red line. But before that, they were hitting it. Even before in the early of the year of March till April, they were doing pretty good. But then they met a sharp decline right over here, right between April and May. And this is an issue which caused them to be taken out from the front page of Roblox, and their game not really receiving a lot of attention from the Roblox community. This is another look at the averages and how they changed month to month. As you can see, our May averages are just 23% of what our April averages were. This is an intense drop, and June so far looks even worse, despite us having put out an update and bringing an influx of interest to the game. And from what I can remember, Bad Business did just update their game to the anniversary update, in which there was so much added: a double XP weekend, a lot of new balance changes, and quality of life and bug fixes as well. The next stat I wanted to display is our homepage impressions. Take note on how our peaks became more subdued over a short period of time. These peaks are predictably over weekends, because during the weekend you guys have more time because you don't have school to go to, and that's when most people will play video games. Our current peaks are lower than our dips previously. So as you can see here, every weekend you'll see a lot of spikes, and in the middle lots of valleys because Wednesday's the middle of the week. But as you can see, the peaks just barely reached the monthly average impressions, and they were so close to maintaining this, but they didn't know until they went under these averages they were supposed to hit, which is kind of like a quota that Roblox has imposed on developers. Again, another look at the averages these months. So this one's a lot easier to understand if you're not too familiar with graphs. You can see March and April, they're doing amazing, but then May and June, a massive decline. So basically 50% of their homepage impressions were pretty much gone if you compare April and June. When looking at our overall new player statistics, we can see that it matches up directly with these changes in the algorithm. These downfalls are all happening around at the same time. Alright, as you can see in this graph here, this is every Sunday by the way, so the same as the last graph. You can just see a very similar trend where April we had a massive spike in new players, but then as soon as March comes around, it just pretty much dips down below the monthly new player averages that they were maintaining. And just take a look at the averages here. About half of these players have disappeared. So in conclusion, they need help. And this is what I'm hoping this video that I'm making will possibly do. The current trends for this game, seemingly due to something out of our realm of responsibility, is pretty damning. These rapid changes are endangering this game and my team. Despite our APR DEOs, or being above average according to DevStat benchmarks, this is just not sustainable. We saw a massive decline in revenue last month, one that meant I personally had to forfeit a paycheck. And this is the main reason why I'm making this video, because I feel like it is not fair for the main head of the game to forfeit a paycheck just so his team can survive. And this is something that I really respect Root of Ethan for doing, because this shows how much he cares for this game. And it is just so wrong that he's the one who has to suffer the most out of it. We are not a huge game, and with that, we are not a huge team. And yet, as of just a couple months ago, we were extremely stable and seemed poised for future growth. Now our future with our game, our company, and this platform in general has now come into question. Roblox, please rethink these futures for the algorithm, and please offer more transparency on algorithm adjustments in the future. I know we are not the only game on the platform feeling these effects. If you are a developer and have been noticing these changes in your acquisition stats, I highly encourage you to reply with them below. We need to show how this is hurting developers. I'm going to link below the link for the Root of Ethan dev forum post here. Unless Roblox fixes this, pretty much Bad Business is screwed. So not just Bad Business, but a lot of other games on Roblox from smaller companies. So yeah, if you guys can, please like and share this video. And yeah, hopefully someone on Roblox sees this video. If not, some bigger commentary channel like Kaneko Kitten does or whatnot. I don't know, Penguin Zero, Charlie, maybe now's a good time to talk about this. But yeah, that's pretty much everything, guys. And really hope Bad Business gets a miracle, because it really needs one. So if you guys can, just play some Bad Business. That's really the least you guys can do. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.